Coach, despite the injuries the Hornets had, they came in one of the hotter shooting teams in the NBA. Just how pleased were you with your effort as a group defensively tonight?
I was extremely pleased with our guys' effort. They stuck to the game plan, understood how they attacked the paint to spray out knockdown threes, and we did a good job of getting out to those shooters.
Jamahl, a sixth consecutive game for Paolo scoring 20-plus. Has it, I guess, hit you that for rookies this typically doesn't happen? Sometimes there are tough starts or a bad game, but so far he's just been steady throughout.
Well, I think that's a sign of the growth. We've talked about it early on, his ability to just adjust as the game's going on, seeing different things. And he's done a great job of doing that to each game he's played in.
Jonathan Osborne, the six-man show. Coach, tonight we got our first look at Bol Bol in the starting lineup. How would you assess his performance tonight?
I think he did a really good job. I really do. I think his ability to make decisions, put the ball on the floor in transition, protect the rim, the things that we're asking him to do, playing extremely hard, doing different coverages. I thought he did a very good job for us.
Coach Jeremy Brenner with the Magic Insider. Does a win like this maybe take some frustration out on the losses that you've had to start the season? And what does a win do for momentum going forward?
Well, first, I really believe that our fans willed us through that one. The energy in the building was fantastic, and I think our guys feed off of that. We have some of the best fans, and their energy just definitely propelled us, to come out and play the way we did.
Tonight, Paolo did take on a lot more playmaking responsibilities in terms of setting up other guys. What did you think of how he did in that role?
I think he was good. I think the one thing that he continues to do is just pick up as games go on. He's learning it. He's slowing it down. He's understanding it, knowing the pace of the game. He's doing a great job of communicating. But then it goes back to his ability and to trust his teammates, and his teammates are trusting in him.
You asked about Bol earlier. He's a part of this, this big lineup of just, shortest guy 6'6", and you have four guys 6'10" and above. What did you see from that group defensively? It seemed like you guys really slowed down the Hornets. I think 15 turnovers. They shot below 38% from the field.
Well, I think it's really their ability to switch and keep the ball in front of us. We talked about that being part of the game plan, contain the basketball so they don't get knocked down threes. And then offensively, it's the same thing we keep telling our guys every day. We want decision makers. No matter if you're 6'4" or 6'10", you want to be able to make decisions.
You've got Dallas on Sunday, obviously, your last stop. Does that game mean a little bit more to you? Do you like to circle that one a little bit extra because it is your last stop?
You know what? I really want our guys just to continue to compete the way that they have. I think that's the most important thing. They're continuing to grow. They're continuing to learn. They're continuing to get better, and they're pushing each other. So night in and night out, we talk about winning days. We just got to keep stacking and winning days. That's it.
Coach, what did you think was really the difference between the win tonight and the first 5 losses, and what can the team build upon moving forward?
We'll continue to look at the film. I'll go back and see the things. I think the switching was a big portion of it, our ability to have some length out there. But our guys' effort, our homestand for this moment was something big. I think that plays a major key for our guys. The fan and the energy that they continue to provide is huge.
We saw you tweet after the game. There we go. Just how good did it feel to get that first win of the regular season?
It felt really good just getting over the hump. This is only our second home game. We've been on the road a lot. Had some tough games, fighting to the end. And just wasn't able to, come get over the hump. So to finally, win, and then in that fashion, playing really well on both ends, it just felt good for sure.
Paolo, tonight, 7 free throw attempts. You came into tonight tied for 5th in the NBA in free throw attempts. You don't usually see rookies get the benefit of the whistle early in the career. What do you think has been the difference for you in that regard?
Just using my body, being aggressive, trying to get to the rim, trying to make it hard on my defender. Today I was struggling from the line, but that's all right. I'm going to keep, attacking, keep trying to get to that free throw line, draw fouls.
Paolo, Jeremy Brenner, Magic Insider, congrats on the win. Is that ice cream there that you got?
Yeah, I try.
Like to treat yourself to ice cream after a win?
Well, lost 2, but
well,
yeah.
So you said in preseason how you could feel like the game slowing down a little bit more. Do you feel the same way now after 6 or so games in, or is it about the same level?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I mean, just out there, definitely feel it slowing down. Kind of, my eyes are vision's starting to expand more when I'm driving stuff. I think early on in the preseason when I would drive, I wasn't able to, really see backside or skip passes or really make reads. So tonight, just continuing to build on that. I still don't feel like I'm all the way there, in terms of really it slowing down to where I'm at an elite level, but I definitely can, feel myself improving on it every game.
You were obviously out there with a very big starting lineup, 4 guys over 6'10", Bol 7'2". Just how good did you feel you guys collectively were defensively tonight?
Oh, I think it was our best defensive game of the year by far. I mean, like you said, having Cole go down, had to throw a ball in the lineup. And we wanted to switch everything 1 through 5. Knew that this team was an explosive offensive team, and that they're going to be, if we weren't locked in, they're going to put up a lot of points. I think they're number 1 in three-point percentage too. So, we just had to be locked in, and we communicated all the switches really well, and just made it hard on them to, get clean looks off.
Power, you had the opportunity to watch Bronny James last week at the OTE event. Can you maybe talk about that?
Yeah, went out there when we were in Atlanta. It was a great event, and watched Bronny play. I think he's a great player. I think he's honestly a little underrated. I think people just kind of, he's LeBron's son, and they don't take him all the way serious. But I mean, he's a real prospect to me. I mean, I think he has a chance to, play in the NBA.
Paolo, you mentioned that now, the visions for you on the court starting to come. What's that experience like when you're starting to see more on the floor? You start to see, the rotations that the defense are making ahead of time.
Yeah, it's great. It feels good to kind of get that, that realization of me being able to see, not just the one read, the main read, but also the backside or the help, and trying to think one step ahead. I think I had a couple skip passes where, a couple, or in the preseason or maybe a couple games ago, I might not have made that pass just because I feel like I wasn't seeing the whole floor. So being able to, get in the lane and make those passes, it felt good.
Even for number 1 picks, what you're doing as a rookie is rare, something that's really just doesn't happen. Has it hit you, or has that, I guess, been a full realization for you yet that what you're doing is just uncommon?
I mean, yeah, people hit me up after the games, obviously, text me all these stats. But this is just, not even to sound, full of myself or anything, but like this is just kind of what I expect out of myself, playing at this level, being able to score. I just feel like I've been blessed by God with the body, the skill, the IQ. So, what I'm doing is just kind of what I expect to be doing.
Paolo, I don't know if you heard it tonight, but you're at the free throw line. There were some MVP chants in the local bowl from fans. Can you just speak a little bit to the way that the city has received you, the first few months you've been here in Orlando?
It's been crazy. To really experience it and feel the love is just on another level. I mean, when I first got drafted, all the staff, here told me just how much the city was going to embrace me, how much they were waiting on this, and all that. And to actually get to this point and feel it, and it only being the second home game, and just the crowd and the energy, man, it just feels great. And I can't be thankful enough for the fans and all the support so far. I mean, we're just going to keep playing hard for them and keep trying to bring them wins because they deserve it.
Bol, Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com. Just how good did you feel your group played defensively tonight, especially, that starting unit with all the switching that you were able to do?
I feel like we did a pretty good job switching 1 through 5, and our defense was on point from the beginning of the game, and I think that's what helped us win.
Bol, obviously you're getting much more of an opportunity here in Orlando than your first couple of seasons. Health has a big part to do with that. Can you just speak to how you're embracing this role in Orlando so far?
It's been a lot of ups and downs for my career, like as far as like injuries and not playing, and just for the last couple of years. But so far, I think everything's been going well for me, and just every game has been a step forward to where I need to be.
Bol, while in Denver, you played a part of some bigger lineups your rookie season. Are there any similarities or any takeaways you have from that experience that you can kind of carry over into this one?
Just the size, but I think this lineup we had is more unique because everyone can do the same thing pretty much. We can all dribble, we can all shoot, we can all defend, we can all switch, we can all rebound. So it's a little bit more unique than the big lineups we were using in Denver.
You started and played 26 minutes. You must have known you were going to play a lot of minutes because you started. Did that change the way you approached the game?
No, I have the same approach for every game, and just to come in and play hard and help my teammates and try to do everything I can to win.
So, Bol, you put together, 6 really solid performances in a row to start the season here. Can you just speak to how your confidence is growing with each game?
I think just as the games go, I'm seeing where to be more, when to push the ball. I'm learning my teammates more, and I think we're all learning each other more. And just every game has just been better for me.
Bol, whenever you do something positive, the internet just explodes with praise for you. What does that mean to you?
Just a lot of people watching me, a lot of supporters, and it's appreciated. But I don't really look into social media. I don't really care for it that much.
Bol, Jeremy Brenner, Magic Insider, congrats on the win tonight. Because the guards on the team have suffered a lot of injuries, do you think that changes the way that you're playing, maybe your individual game possibly, or maybe Paolo or the rest of the team? And how is the rest of the team reacting to 2 big injuries in the first 5 games?
It's very big for us because we have no guards, but we have guys like Franz and Paolo, both 6'9", 6'10", but still capable of handling the ball and bringing the ball up the court, myself as well, and making plays for others. So I think we'll be fine still.